So, coming into this off-season, rumors were speculating whether the Cavs were looking to move on from Collin Sexton or not, after revealing that his teammates aren't happy with how he dominates the ball and sometimes has a lack of court vision. Opposing teams would often troll Sexton's teammates, saying things like, "You know he ain't gonna pass you the ball." With these rumors coming to light, it brought up a lot of Collin Sexton slander that personally I am not here for. And although they are two completely different players, the NBA world has begun the comparisons between Sexton and Darius Garland. But before we put that debate to an end, let's take a trip to the past to see why they really call Collin Sexton the young bull. First off, welcome back to another video here with your boy NBA Addict TV, where we provide the latest NBA content on the tube. Before we get started, make sure to hit that like, subscribe button. Let's get straight to the video. So growing up, Collin Sexton didn't possess the luxury of what most young NBA prospects have, and that's national media attention. That right there is what constructed the foundation of Collin Sexton, that filled with intensity and the knack for being the hardest worker in the room. And that is what makes him so special. He attended Pebblebrook High School in Mapleton, Georgia for his junior and senior year, and that is when he finally saw the work he put in pay off. He literally, quite literally, went from being unranked to a 5-star recruit in one summer, which is pretty insane for someone that was drafted with the 8th pick in the NBA draft. Now, the come up all started when he got a late invite to the USA Basketball U17 team that Sexton worked so hard to make. In fact, he worked out 3 times a day as a teenager because greatness wasn't handed to him, and he had no problem paving his own path to the top. Just like most of you watching that have to work 10 times as hard as your peers to make that dream a reality, that's no different than Collin Sexton being a 6'1" point guard. He is a get it out the mud type of player regardless of the circumstances. Now, once he made the team as an unranked player, he made sure everyone watching would not forget his name, as he won MVP in his first ever international competition, but he did that while averaging 17 points per game as the team's 6th man. He was a pivotal part for their team USA winning a gold medal, as he made 8 of 9 shots down the stretch against Turkey to solidify the win. After that, the head coach of the team, Don Showalter, had this to say about Sexton: "It's just impossible to keep him away from the basket. There's a lot of guys that play hard every possession, and he does. But that isn't anything we didn't already know about Sexton. Collin Sexton has a unique Kobe type, Michael Jordan or Russell Westbrook type of motor that you don't usually see at such a young age. He has always made the effort to outwork his peers at every aspect on and off the court. On the court, he doesn't give up on any play, defense or offense. He is always aggressive, and he isn't shy to go and get himself a bucket at any moment." Now, off the court, you can often find Sexton in the gym working on sharpening the weaknesses in his game and getting swole. And just like that, he went from being unranked to listed as the 9th best player in his class. Now, after averaging 28 points, 7 rebounds, and 3 assists, and closing out the last year in high school, scoring 30 points in 9 of his last 10 games in young bull fashion. He then commits to Alabama State, and here comes his freshman year. In his 1 year with Alabama, he averaged 19 points, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds on 44 field goal percentage and 33% from 3. Many did not know what to think of Collin Sexton as he elevated to a tougher level of competition. Although his team finished with a 20-16 record and was 9th in the SEC division, he showed that he could be a legit NBA talent and a fierce competitor no matter the circumstances. And if you don't believe me, hey, roll the clip.
Alabama's playing with 4 players and now down to 3. This is going to be tough to talk about as Sexton hits the 3. Sexton's going to try to make something happen, shoots it, and hits! It's a 3! He has 33 points in this game on 10 of 18 shooting. Sexton for 3. Got it! Sexton the rebound, here he comes. Sexton himself, got it! It's a 1-possession game! Missed the shot with 1:15 to play. That would have cut it to 1. Coffee and the foul.
And you're probably looking at me right now like, hey, NBA, what the fuck did I just watch? Yes, this man went 3-on-5 and almost won the game solely based on his energy and effort. Now, do you believe that Sexton is a special player yet? If you do, then just take a second and comment down below that I was able to convince you. And if you didn't, if I did not convince you yet, do not go anywhere because you will soon see the light, my boy. Now comes the 2018 NBA draft, and with the uncertainty of LeBron's future in Cleveland, the Cavs decided to use their 8th overall pick and make Collin Sexton their point guard of the future, or so we thought. So the 2019 NBA season came to an end and Collin Sexton had a pretty solid rookie year, but the Cavs may have had second thoughts about the young point guard as they took Darius Garland in the following draft with the 5th overall pick. Now fast forwarding 2 years later, trade rumors have been lurking around Cleveland's commitment to Sexton. Immediately I'm thinking, why are the Cavs about to let go of a point guard that is ready to bloom into a superstar? David Griffin is over in New Orleans, destroying that franchise, so he can't be responsible for this idiotic move. But let's not forget that I'm from New York, alright? And the Knicks are rumored to be front runners to acquire Sexton, or at least they were. Since he entered the league, Collin Sexton has continued to elevate his game in his early 3-year career. He is a known competitor and loves to put in the work. This past season, Sexton had career highs in points, assists, field goal percentage, effective field goal percentage, and true shooting percentage. Unfortunately though, many people just don't know how good Sexton really is because he plays for a losing organization like the Cavaliers. But once he touches down in NYC, the spotlight will be on him and the world will know the name Collin Sexton. Leon Rose, Scott Perry, let's make it happen if you need any advice from the best GM in the game. In fact, I feel like Sexton has the potential to be better than some of the young guards like Ja Morant, Ben Simmons, D'Angelo Russell, Donovan Mitchell, and Jamal Murray. Keep in mind, Sexton is only 22 years old and just completed his 3rd year in the league. And I know you guys are probably thinking, yo NBA, put the Henny down boy, you on again. Listen guys, I'm just trying to educate my fellow NBA addicts on this young superstar that's ready to take over. If the Cleveland Cavaliers do decide to move on from Sexton, it will be the biggest mistake they will ever make. But with that being said, let me know your thoughts on the young bull Collin Sexton, and if you were the Cavs GM, what would you do? Make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see y'all next video.